What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? Let me clear my throat. Who's in here? There's 5 of you. There she is. How you doing? How are we doing in Texas? In fucking Texas. Chris, let me ask you a question. Do you believe in manifesting shit that you want? Do you believe that? Do you believe somebody can be positive and think and be positive and positive and manifest something they want? What do you guys think? Yayan, what do you think? How do you get footage of Pocahontas? Stupid. Yo, where's the footage of you sparring? Or on the bag? Why do you refuse to send any of your footage? How bad could it be? Come on. Mo Brains sent his. His wasn't good. It wasn't bad, but his was just average. He wasn't embarrassed. You're probably his level. Maybe even better. So come on. You believe in the manifestation, Bailey? So let me ask you a question. Why is it not working over here? Fuck's going on? Mark, are you gonna like this? But all things happen through Christ. Pray on it. That's what my wife says. It's not that I don't like it. I don't dislike it. I just don't believe it. There's a difference. I'm not like, fuck that. No, I just don't believe it. I wish that I believed that. Maybe I need to. I don't know. Maybe I know too much about science and to believe the whole, evolution makes so much more sense to me. But either way, that doesn't mean there's not something up there. Like, I'm agnostic, meaning like I know that I don't know. So I'm not saying there's nothing. I don't really think but I don't know. Who the fuck knows? You're waiting on it? Yeah, yesterday. 24 hours ago. I'm lost. Well, you might be right, because I feel lost. What the fuck is this shit? Went from being a C student to 2 degrees and passing 2 state bars. How can you believe in manifestation but not the Lord and save? Because energy. And I'm not even so sure I believe about manifestation, by the way. I don't. Like, I'm trying to. Because energy, I know when all of us are around positive people, we're around funny people, happy people, we feel it. We feel their energy. I believe in one-on-one energy in a room, tangible, right? Almost. It's not tangible, but it is. But in terms of me sitting here and like teleporting my positive energy to somebody across the country who I'm waiting to, let's say, whatever, buy something for me or whatever it is. And I don't know if it could be teleported into the sky and rained over everybody. Yeah, no. You do believe it? You do. Huh? You will not accept it. Maybe. Natives lost land through Christ. What's up, Ray? We're getting all philosophical out this bitch, Ray. That's what we're doing. I'm doing an amazing fight that I'm going to drop, so you guys will see it soon, but it's Vincent Petway, dude out of Baltimore, fought in the mid-'80s, 10 years basically, mid-'80s to the mid-'90s, or actually to 2000, I think, 15 years, versus Simon Brown, former Jamaican, but grew up in, I believe, D.C. Well, born and raised in Jamaica, moved to D.C. when he was, I think, like 13, some shit like that. Simon Brown versus Vincent Petway. The problem with that fight is it's hard to find good quality. I got the best quality recording of it that's out there, but such a great fight for the junior middleweight, the IBF junior middleweight, 154-pound Strizap. I believe that Christ lead me to you. Okay, well, good. These topics that need to be the topics that need to be discussed. For me, it's between Winky Wright and Thomas Hearns. Well, forever. What about Terry Norris? Aristotle. Unks, just try it. Prayer and everything it says. You forget, man. I used to be religious a little bit up until I was about 11. I grew up next to a fucking Bulgarian church. Like, that's why we grew up in Hell's Kitchen. I don't know if I told you guys a story. My mother, besides the fact that we were broke and she grew up in communist country, but there was only one Bulgarian church in all of New York City, in Manhattan, I should say. I think, actually, no, all of New York City. There's another one, funny enough, in Akron, Ohio. And that church was in Hell's Kitchen. The church had bought the building next to it. The tenement I grew up in is actually owned by the Bulgarian church. And the church itself attaches to my building, right? So I guess the Bulgarian church had bought both. Now, it makes sense that they would have bought it because back then when they bought it, that was the worst area in all of New York City. So the shit was probably dirt cheap. And there's a church, you don't pay taxes, blah, blah, blah. So I grew up next to a Bulgarian church in a fucked up rundown tenement. You would think a church owns it, right? That shit was still run like slumlords. Like they didn't fix anything. Nothing. Terrible. Terrible. But anyway, I would go to church every Sunday. Every Sunday, and Bulgarian church is a very different kind of thing. It's very similar. It's Bulgarian Orthodox, which is like Greek Orthodox. Anybody who ever watched My Big Fat Greek Wedding, she looks just like that. Bulgarian church, it's less about focusing on God. It's more about social gatherings. So like you would go, there'd be like a 45-minute long service, which was boring as shit. But then you would go downstairs and there was a little room with the saloon, they called it, where everybody would just eat, drink, and chill. And it was all Bulgarians because don't forget, this was a hotbed of all the Bulgarians in New York City because there wasn't many of us. So we would come together there and chill. So I would do that every fucking Sunday up until I was around 11 years old. And I believed in God. I'd go light the candle of Jesus. I'd do all that shit. But as my life, that's really funny, by the way. As my life got harder and more difficult and scarier and more tragedy, the shit that I grew up around, the shit that I saw, and of course my pops was very much an atheist, and he wasn't around much, but when he was around, he would just like spit that shit. He didn't come around till later, but I remember him. Anyway, either way, I was religious, but then it just stopped making sense to me. So my point of saying this is I have been there. I know what it's like. I've done it. Some Bulgarian chick tried to bag me in and see how are they, Marco? I don't play in the snow. All right, well, let me say first off.
Oh, that's racist.
Just saying. Why not play in the snow? What's wrong with the snow? What's wrong with the snow? How are they? Most Bulgarian bitches are ugly. I'll be honest. Like, from my experience, they're not the best looking group. My mother was beautiful, but like most Bulgarian women, like on average, you walk through the streets, you're not like, yeah, you're like, ugh. They got a lot of big boobs, though. Bulgarian girls have big ass boobs and flat butts. That's very common. Read your matchup. Julian versus Hearns. Great matchup. I don't even know. They both can get knocked out. They both hit hard. They're both about this because Julian Hearns is a little taller. Not much though, but a little taller. Yeah, that's a fact, Robert. It's your outlook on life. You're in a house with food, a car, electricity, all your needs in a world where people don't have needs. Yeah, but what about when those needs are being threatened to be removed because of situations, financial situations. So yeah, I'm not on the street, but if I wasn't going through shit, I wouldn't even be bringing that up. Obviously, there's shit going on, but I'm lucky. I mean, I am lucky in a lot of ways. But in terms of my business, as you guys know, the shit is not sold yet. No bites. No, there's a lot of interest, but no actual bites. No like offers. And as anybody in here who knows anything to do with any business, even if you sell fucking rocks or whatever, until there's an offer or there's money given to you, the transaction never occurred until the money trades hands, no matter what the transaction is or the business. Thank you. You know who you are, who just sent that. I appreciate you. I stole that one. I've seen someone say it. I'm married to a PR from BK. Oh, that's why you don't play in the snow. I thought you were on some racist shit. Dave, you got a Brooklyn Puerto Rican girl? Wait, Bray, I know everybody's gonna say, oh, you don't remember shit. Maybe I don't, but where are you from again? Remind me. I like the joke from Carlin about how God always needs our money. Carlin was great. Unpopular opinion, and I don't like saying it because I'm white. And when I say Carlin's the greatest stand-up ever, people think I'm being racist. But those of you who know me know that it's not about that. I grew up watching more black comedy, but Carlin is the greatest stand-up only because he continued to do stand-up his whole life. All these other guys, movies, they took long breaks. He just pumped out special after special up into his 70s. Obviously, anything you keep doing over and over again, you're just going to get better and better at. These other guys would go off and do movies and TV shows and wouldn't do stand-up. I mean, Eddie hasn't done stand-up in like 30 years. You know what I mean? So to me, that's why he's the greatest. But there's arguments for Pryor and these other guys. But in terms of like when it's like pound for pound in boxing, my criteria for greatest stand-up would be whole career. Where in boxing, it's only prime, because boxing, comedy, you don't get affected. Your mind doesn't get affected. If anything, you just get better, sharper, learn more throughout life, and you should be funnier as you get older. In boxing and most sports, as you get older, you just get worse. So boxing has to be prime. But comedy, I look at whole career. Dude, God, we can't lose like Parker Lewis. I didn't really like Parker Lewis. Carlin had a short. Carlin was in a couple movies, but like he was in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure for fuck knows why. Of all the movies, he chooses that one. Martin Lawrence is overrated. I agree. He's a good actor, but stand up, I agree. Yeah. Bill Burr, who I met briefly when I went to go see Shane's brothers play, but I didn't even meet him. I just, hey, what's up? He was like leaving. It's kind of annoying because I wanted Kieran to introduce me to him, but just missed each other. I mean, by the time I got out of the play, went backstage, got through all the people, did all that shit. What are you gonna do? And after the first Big Mama, it was trash. Nah, the movies are good. Marco, business or not, life still goes on. Focus on ongoing life. You just stressed about one thing. You sound like my wife, man. And not in a disrespectful way. You're right. That's what she always said. Business or not, life. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Words of wisdom. I mean, you're older than me, so, which is good. That's one thing. It's hard for me to take advice from people who are younger than me. It's like, am I right? Don't get me wrong. Every now and then, people younger do have good advice, but for the most part, it's like, I've seen way more than you. What are you talking about? Worst stand-up comic, Joe Rogan. Yeah, he's not good at all. At all. And I shouldn't be saying this publicly because I would love to work with him. I don't want to like fucking piss him off, but Joan Rivers. She was good. I did not expect a dude from the South to bring up Joan Rivers. Wow. She was raunchy, though. Money is just one thing, but sometimes it's the biggest thing. Well, the problem with money is you need money, especially in America, to live. I don't even mean live extravagantly, but just to live. You know what I mean? Joey Diaz, if you say so. Nah, that's a fact even at my age. Oh, right? The younger people come and try to tell you shit. You're like, what? Norm MacDonald. Norm MacDonald died, Vaughn, I'm pretty sure. I'm almost positive he died recently. Right? He was Canadian. Did he die? Yeah, he died. He died 2021. Wow, he died 4 fucking years ago already. Jesus. I also like George Lopez. George Lopez to me looks crazy. Look at his eyes. He has crazy eyes, like beady. He's always like this. Like he looks like he's going through so much stress and anxiety and trauma in his life. You just see it in his eyes. I thought it was coke, but he always looks like that. Yeah, he does do everything. Carol Burnett. Wow. Didn't expect that either. Do you remember? Oh wait, Carol Burnett was the one who did. Yeah. She did the Carol Burnett show. What was the other one? The old show where she played old. It was kind of like a Medea, except it wasn't a man. It was a woman playing an older woman. I think it was Carol Burnett. Or no, was that Vicki Lawrence? Mama's House? Is that what it was called? Where she would wear a wig. She'd be like an old. It was like a Medea type thing, except white and not a man. But she was like an old grouchy grandma who was funny and kind of raunchy. I think it was called Mama's House, maybe. Not Big Mama's House, but Mama's House. One of you guys will know that. Your wife's trying to keep you in her. Wow. Nah. I mean, look. You're right about this part. She's trying to, but we've never been to the point of separating. I mean, it's not that. Nah, it's not like that. Nah, it's not like that. Because look, I have my issues, right? We all have our own traumas. Like certain things trigger me. Like I grew up mad poor and all that, so money triggers me more. She has her own issues that she grew up with. Hers, thank God, isn't mine. Because if you're with somebody and you guys have the same fucking triggers, you can never comfort each other. You can never grow from each other. You're just both going to be in panic mode, and it'll be bad. So now, me and her have never been on no breakup type shit. Man, she can't leave this Bulgarian stallion. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I'm packing heat. All right, sorry. While I'm clicked on Clarissa, I said that. Sorry, just joking. That wasn't Carol Burnett, but it was on the show. Mama's House. Yeah, that's what I thought. George Lopez had a show on Nick at Night, founded my love for Latina women. Okay. You only love Latina women because you fucking look a quarter Puerto Rican. You probably have people speaking Spanish. Ian, keep it real. Yayan, whatever. Yayan. How often do people speak Spanish to you? I bet you get that shit a lot. Because you could be a whole Puerto Rican out here. Yeah, Red Fox was dope. Yes, that's right. She is. She's not like mad. Lately, she's gotten a little more because of the stress we've been going through. She's turned more towards that for faith. Because not me though. Rivers didn't give a ish about color, race, religion, midgets, retarded. I know, but you have to understand too. Back then, there wouldn't be any backlash if she said the word midget. You can't even say the word midget anymore. Especially the word retard. You can't say that shit anymore. Mama's family, not Mama's house. Oh, right. Okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying. CJ probably wanted to date one of the gold. CJ got some Jergens lotion, some tissues, and we'll just watch the Golden Girls. Like, yeah, it's on. It's 8 o'clock on Thursday. Yeah. I'm telling you, Marco, the Hispanic people I meet don't even speak Spanish. Oh, in Indiana? You don't have any authentic Hispanic people in Indiana? Yo, you guys are about to get stomped out by us Knicks. I want you to come in here and say, I'm so sorry that I thought my shitbag Pacers had a chance. I want you to say that. Make a video and I'll play it. It'll be my profile picture. Carbonette was silly, a different kind of funny. Yeah, when I was 5 years old, Blanche Dubois was. I hope you're kidding. I never. They were always too old for me. Mama's Crib. My favorite sitcom of all time, guys, easy, is Three's Company. Easy. Like, no contest for me. You had a bunch that were good, but Three's Company was my shit. You guys remember Perfect Strangers? We got a Spanish community in my city, Little Mexico. Well, that wouldn't be Spanish. That would be a Mexican community. Yeah, I am.
Oh, that's racist.
She does. Yeah, you're right. We've been together a long time, man. Yep. Okay, so do you guys remember Perfect Strangers? Okay, here's why I say that. Shane, who you guys know, would call me Balky because he was from this fictional country called Mypos, where they had goats and shit, and Bulgaria is similar because he knew I was from Bulgaria. So Shane would call me Balky, which is pretty funny because Greece, which is what Mypos was pretty much. Mypos was a country, fictional country, but the words, everything about it, the way they dress, it was all taken from Greek culture. And Greece borders Bulgaria, and we share a lot of similarities. Our food's the same as Greece. So he would call me Balky, which was pretty funny back then. And I had hair too. And I had long hair. Well, not long, but like shaggy hair because I was a kid. It was kind of funny. Most women would have bailed. Clarissa, tell Marco. Bailed on what? Why would they bail? What you mean? Like, what makes you think bailed because of what? I mean, you might be right, but I don't know what you refer. Like, what do you think happened that would make somebody want to bail? I'm confused. All right, what's his name? His real name. This is the kind of shit I retain. Richard Mull. I don't know why I retain that, but I do. Wasn't one of them Indian or no? One was, I'm almost positive he was Jewish. Larry, the cousin Larry, and then Bronson Pinchot was American, even though his name's mad French. What's up, Zero? Read your Pacers comment. Okay. If the Pacers win, I want a video like you did for the Knicks and a personal shout out as the only guy you know from Indiana. Okay. I'll do a video. I'm still going to shit on them probably, but I will shout you out. You're not the only one I know from Indiana, but you're the only one I talk to repeatedly. I knew this. The only other one I know is this fighter. I mean, I met a few people, actually. She left because she was broke. Well, you have to understand, though. First off, we have 2 children. So that alone, the way we are, we're not going to leave each other unless we have beef. We actually come together pretty well in times of stress and in times of crisis, which we're in a crisis now, right? We come together, though. So if that's what you mean, okay, but she's not that kind of person. Neither am I. I'm not going to bounce because it's like we were in business together. So it's not like I'm a cokehead or a degenerate gambler who gambled away all my money and I got fired. It's all my fault. Whatever happened is between both. Like, it's both of us. You know what I'm saying? We own the businesses together. So that's why. But I would understand if somebody was 100% at fault for, let's say, they go broke and the person's just a drug addict or a, prostitute addict or whatever. Then I get it. But that's not the situation here. What up, D. Wayne? D. Wayne's insane in the membrane. Yeah, that's not really ours. like I said, we come together. She doesn't like the way I react to financial issues. Because like I said, that's my trigger. Growing up poor, any of you in here who grew up poor, and I don't forget, I had a mother from a communist country that would always like communists. You guys don't understand. You guys think the hood is bad. Like I grew up, not only did I grow up in the hood, like maybe a lot of you did, but I also had a communist mother. None of you had communist mothers. I can tell you that. Maybe less somebody in here is fucking Cuban. Maybe Clarissa might have, Cuban or some shit. That shit is even worse because now you're in this like hood ghetto mentality. Then you got the fucking communists. It's paranoia. It's living in like communists. You think we live bad in the hood in America? Try living in fucking communist country. So that affected my reaction to financial issues are definitely more severe than most people because of that. And I mean, look, all of us men in here know like financial shit also hits men way harder than women. That's just a fucking fact. I don't care what anybody says. Like innately, financial issues hit men deeper because we're supposed to be the providers and blah, but just nature-wise, you know what I'm saying? So she gets annoyed at how I react because of it sometimes, yes. But it's not like you know. Okay. What up? What up? What up, Drummond? Do I talk about which part? I talk about everything with her, but which part you mean? The struggle, Marco, in today's society, love is not based on the spirit. Before it's easier to quit and move on. I got you. Yeah, no, we've been through too much for all that. I've been missing the lives. Where you been, Kobe? You're not the only one, man. I haven't seen mad regulars in here. I mean, even Bailey was gone for a while. Right, Bailey? You didn't come in. Maybe you were here. You weren't talking though. I want to say for at least maybe a week, 4 days to 7 days. I would say. I'm not trying to shit like make you feel bad. I get you all have lives, but there's something going on. And I looked it up. So my Instagrams have dropped 50 to 70% in views. And I looked it up and it's totally normal. It's happening across the board. Could be because of algorithm changes. It could be because it's nicer out now, so people do less screen time. There's a lot of reasons for it, but it's a drop. I went from having 11 million views. I had 11 million at the peak in the winter, right? And then it dropped down to about 5 million, right? And now look at that. Now, Matt, can you see it? What makes this focus? Focus 1.8 million in the last 30 days. So now look, again, this is what we're talking about, right, Bailey? 1.8 million is more than most people get. I get that. But for me, that's like a fucking 70% drop. Crazy. What's racist? The crisis is in your head. You need a motivator. Bundy Brown. I don't know who Bundy Brown is. I know Al Bundy. One of the reasons I've been missing the lives because I've been following the Diddy. Get the fuck out of here. Have you? What's going on with that? Can you give me a quick little CJ? Appreciate you, big dog. You could do cash apps so they don't take 30%, by the way. That'd be nice, but I'll take whatever you give me. Appreciate you. There's a guy who bought a comedy club and it went out of business just now, and he would go on every show out here, and it was not good. That happens. That actually happened. I'm not saying you would be, but I'm saying this guy bought one. It was his. It was a lower level, like not big names went out. It was in Brooklyn, but he would go on every show, and apparently he wasn't funny. I know Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy's dead. A quick synopsis. Yeah, this Diddy trial. I'm not even sure what he's being. I honestly, I've heard everything from like sex trafficking to banging young women. Then I just heard he's just freaky, but it was all consensual. Like I don't really know what's happening. But obviously, something serious when the feds are involved. Diddy is being charged with sex trafficking, racketeering, transporting prostitutes, or something. Racketeering is a very broad term. Racketeering is what they generally charge the mafia with. which includes a lot of things. Racketeering is usually like charging people protection money, making people pay, like it's basically forcing people to pay you for a service. You do provide a service, but it's like a bullshit, like I won't bang your moms, pay me and I will keep everybody safe, including your moms, like that kind of thing. He's a deviant, but the bitch is lying as well. So not the one on the video got her ass whooped. That's not a lie. Only thing I've seen Diddy do is be nasty. I think they're overacting. I mean, why would the feds? You were blessed. Yeah. Oh, it's you. What's me? What's me? I do feel like I'm having a good summer, though. I do feel that. We've got about a month till the summer starts. I feel like I'm having good. I haven't had a good summer. Here's the annoying thing about comedy business. Summers are always slow. So for the last 17 years, every summer I'm stressed. Can't wait to fucking. And this other business that we're probably going to take over does really great in the summer. So that'd be nice. The feds are saying Diddy was running a criminal empire. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere, Cope. What? Dealing drugs? What? Prostitutes? Like running numbers? Gambling? What? That's what criminal empires usually do. They either sell drugs, they do gambling, they do prostitutes, or they racketeer. They go into Department of Sanitation, for example, the police department. Pay them off so they can do crooked shit for them. Again, they're providing services for payment. They're just illegal services. Right? Am I wrong, Bailey? Your stress is saying or showing in my work. And if you meant showing, what work you talking about? Please elaborate. So you can choke a woman in bed, but once you're in a hotel hallway, the rules change. You're kidding. Yeah, that you have to be kidding. You're too smart to say some shit. Playboy Mansion's allowed to throw parties with ladies and famous guests. Yeah. Bunny ranches too, but Nevada, prostitution's legal. Ali Hype Man, Motivator, Bundy Brown. Oh. I never heard of an Ali Hype Man. Bundy Brown. I'm going to look that up right now. Bundy Brown. Drew Bundy Brown would be his name. He died in 87. Oh, that was the crackhead. Wait. I'm confused, Bailey. He was a fucking crackhead. Literally on drugs. Even in the Will Smith Ali movie, they had him in as a character. What the fuck's he gonna do? I'm very confused. What up, Chase? See, there's another one, another regular. I haven't seen him in, I would say, at least a week, maybe longer. Chase, a lot of people are coming in today that haven't. We were just talking. A lot of these regulars. Look, it's only 10 of us in here right now. Haven't been around. Diddy trial is not the issue, Marco. You were innovative and don't know it. I'm very confused on what that means. You drop a lot of gems. I just don't understand the context. The feds are saying Diddy was bullying Cassie to be a part of these sex parties. Okay. They're back because Alberto is cool. Alberto's probably watching. Fucking Alberto, man. I really think he's between 15 and 18. I would say no, 15 and 17. I really believe that. Other channels took your ideas and added to their own. Damn, what ideas? What ideas they took? What channels and what ideas? 3 o'clock already. Atlanta. What's her name? Lady George. She lives in Atlanta now. Big boxing fan. What the fuck's her first name? She goes by Lady George, but her name is something else. You know what I'm talking about? Light skin. She looks like half black, half white, maybe. Any idea who I'm talking about? She seems to know everybody in Atlanta. Nah, he 18, 22. You suck on how he responds and talks. He's just childish. Why do you think he's that age? You don't know. That's what I'm saying. I've heard that before. Yeah. High conviction rate. That's a fact. Nope. I didn't hear that either. That's so gross. But look, that's not illegal. It's fucking nasty to me, but not illegal. Like, that's the question. Is he being persecuted wrongfully, or are they going at him way harder than they would go at other people because of who he is? Like, I can tell I'm literally in that age range. He's just childish. He probably still live with his mom. Okay. Okay. I kind of agree with you, but at the same time, have you ever heard Dwayne talk, or the other one, Hoops? I forget what his new name. He changed his name. That they sound like they're in their 20s, and they're not. So I'm just saying, especially that kid Hoops, who I haven't seen him in here in a minute. He sounds like he's fucking 35, super mature. AI probably got picked up by ICE. Zdravej, Kostav. No, Ali couldn't do it without him. What's ICE? The fuck is ICE? What are you guys talking about? I'm not talking about how his voice sounds. I'm thinking about the way he responds to stuff. Okay. Well, that's what I'm saying. Those guys respond like they're way older. The way they talk, the way they like everything. But hey, I was that way at 15. People thought I was like came off mat way older and looked older. Back then I was a big dude for 15. Like, look, let me show you. Let me show you. This is me. Let me find it. Here we go. All right, so this picture is me in 1992. All right, you obviously see which one is me. Rocking my Knicks starter jacket. Oh, shit. No, not 56, Kobe. Go fuck yourself. Not literally. Go fuck yourself, but kind of literally. Don't rush me. I'm 48. But that's me, obviously. Now, Jeremy Williams is in between us, right? Those of you who don't know who he is, he was a top 5. I think he went up to number 3 or 4 ranked heavyweight in the world. One of the greatest amateurs ever lived. Jeremy is about 6'2". So as you could see, we're almost the same height, right? I'm thick there. As you could see, Jeremy was a heavyweight. He doesn't look that much bigger than me, does he? This is me at 15. I was a big fucking kid. Like, everybody thought I was going to be like 6'3" and be like 230. I never grew past that. I literally stayed at 5'11", and if anything, I slimmed down. I lost the baby fat. So some people, my point is, some people look older quicker. Fuck you mean? I just lost my hair. There's a cross-dresser. Clarissa is savage. You look like the guy in the movie Kids. Okay. Which one? Jeremy was 19 there. Yeah, I was 15. He was 19 when we met. Peep your last message, please. Sure thing. His voice sounds like a child pissing on cotton balls. Soft. Clarissa has the best line. He seems like the kind of person who screams when he gets hit. That to me was so funny. I just wish she would. Is it like a ah or ah? Like, what kind of scream is it? Because that makes it funnier. I don't look like no damn telly. That dude was a skinny pelican-looking bird chest. Get out of here. You know what's funny, though, Kobe? I'm not Italian at all. Not one fraction of Italian DNA in me. But yeah, my name sounds Italian. No. That was right before. I did a bunch of other shit. That was right before. That summer is when it happened. Literally. So that picture was in the winter. So we're talking, yeah, like 4 or 5 months later, it finally happened. Marco, do another boxing watch party. Start there. Research how to improve that. Yeah, that's tough because you got to get a platform where we can watch it. I mean, look, some of these big fights we could watch. I mean, we could watch them all. It doesn't get monetized. But some of the, you know, like they don't care. Like the HBO, they never flag me. I could do a whole HBO watch and they won't give a fuck. They won't flag me. Self-centered and stuck up. Nah, I was angry. You saw my face in that picture? Rich, the phrase is mouse pissing on cotton balls. Yep, that's Jeremy Williams, all right. Tia's talking to somebody up there. I don't know who. Oh, she's on the phone with my son. What's going on? Tia. Okay. My son's bus didn't come. How does a bus not come in a fucking school? My fault. I forgot you're from one of those Eastern European countries. Marco, we can all just watch on a separate tab and just give us your timestamp. Thanks for using your brain, Mo. Brains. It's a good idea. It's just something different about, like, I like commentating it and all that, but J-Dub. We met. That's at Kevin Rooney. That picture's in Kevin Rooney's house. We were both all being, that guy to the left, his name was Muta, Kelvin Prather. You can look him up on BoxRec. He was from Newark, pulled out of jail. Kevin trained him. He lived up there. And we were all part of Kevin's stable. Soviet bloc, baby. This coffee. A little nice espresso. Do you eat Bulgarian dishes? Nah. I mean, growing up with my mom's, when she would make some, but generally every summer though, I'd go to Bulgaria, so I would eat it every summer, but not during the week. What's up, Jay? You ain't no cop, Jay? Coffee. I didn't say coffee. Yeah, you guys out there say it weird. You guys say coffee. Let's go for a walk and have some coffee with our dog. You guys talk funny, not me. Shut up. You guys probably call everything pop. Let's have some pap. You don't say pop, you go pap. You guys, P-A-P, pap, pap. You guys talk funny, not me. Get out of here. Maybe she'll pick up my daughter too, so I don't have to do that. I could just chilly willy. We do call soda pop. And I'll be honest with you, I think pop is cooler. I do. I think it's cool. Soda's whack. Pop, that's kind of dope. Call that shit pop. Like ozone and turbo. Ozone and turbo. You know how to break your own bread. Bulgarians know that. Bake your own bread. Yeah. And I never learned. I don't give a fuck, but my mother did. Yeah, my grandmother. Any borough in NY that you ever been? Huh? Any borough that I have been to? What? I need to visit the Midwest, have some cheese curds. Yeah, you should do that. Midwest is whack. I've been to Akron, Ohio. I was really young. And I've been to Grand Rapids. So I think about it. Grand Rapids, Akron. The Grand Rapids and the Akron. Y'all coast dudes are weird. Okay. I just watched again the Manny Pacquiao vs. Floyd Mayweather Jr. fight. Why'd you have to say Junior? Whatever though. Be thorough. And the fight was interesting as hell if Manny kept attacking and Floyd kept countering. De La Hoya versus Floyd was interesting. What you mean? I thought they have mad black people in Chicago. I've only been to Chicago and Minneapolis. They make good beer. Yeah, Floyd beat Pacquiao easy. If you remember, the tone was set the first round. The very first round. The very first round. Matter of fact, let's see. Floyd versus Manny. I don't know who owns that fight, but I think I could play it. If I can't, then I'll just fucking erase that part out of this. Let's see. Floyd versus Manny. Oh, it's Top Rank. They will definitely flag me. Such dipshits. Such dipshits. That's okay. They'll let them flag me. Let's see. Floyd versus Manny. I'm going to show you guys what I saw. This is the whole fight, right? All right. Where's you guys at? Where is you guys at? I can't find you guys for some reason now. Oh, there. Wait. Oh, here we go. Okay. Floyd versus Manny. Here we go. So I'll keep the volume off. All right. So here the fight starts. Right? They come right at each other. And now Floyd's waiting. Jabbing. There, he throws a hard 1-2 right there. Let me see if that was it. This might have been it. That was the first one. You saw that 1-2 right there? Let me see if there's another one. That might have been the one where I think the fight, he set him. He hit him hard and backed him up. He let him know. There, so he's there. He's coming in. There might be a different one. There, he countered him coming in. I think it was that first one. Now Floyd's waiting for him. No, I think it was the first one I was talking about. The very first punch Floyd threw, I think, set the pace for the fight. Because he hit Manny mad hard. All right, so it was that one. It was the very first one he threw. Now watch. So he's jabbing. Now watch how he turns this punch over to really show him I could punch hard. Right there. That one. And look how it rocked him. That to me, people, set the pace for that whole fight. Because he wanted to show Manny right away, I hit harder than you think, I'm bigger than you, and I'm faster than you. And if you try and charge in with that bullshit, you're going to get hit. To me, that set the pace for the whole fight. You saw it rocked Pacquiao back a little, and he kind of reset. And it made him think 5 times before charging in the way he does. Just my opinion. But that first shot, I remember being like, that was a hard shot Floyd threw, and it clipped Manny. And it kind of just, you saw a second of like, oh, shit, okay. Let me not try and lightning bolt in. Manny already off his style of fighting. You don't see that closing footwork. Ramon, what up? Remember you talked about Newark being trash, but Tank was rolling down our streets. Well, I only say it's trash because Ness annoys me sometimes, so I want to say where he's from is trash. I've been to Newark a few times, but not enough to like know it. Like I've been there a lot of times, but I've never like driving through or stopping. So like I don't chill there. Like, who the fuck from New York City would chill in Newark? Hmm. What round did Floyd dad tell him he was fighting scared? I don't remember. Marco, did Floyd versus Pac live up to the hype? No. You know that. You know that. You're aware of that. You are. What is this weird thing? You're aware of that. What's up, Guru? Marco's son missed the bus like crisscross. He didn't miss it. He said the shit didn't come. I don't understand how a school bus just doesn't come, but okay. Fuck it, I guess. It's weird. What? Somebody thought that that fight lived up to the hype? Nah. I remember Stewart telling Lennox I'm a Mike Tyson fan. Huh? Nah, that used to happen to me all the time. I rewatched Floyd against Canelo. Floyd painted a masterpiece. Yeah, I mean, that fight, Floyd versus Canelo, to me, was the fight where I was like, oh, Floyd fights everybody. You cannot say Floyd's ducking people. Him fighting Canelo at that point in time was the biggest high risk, low reward situation you can have. Biggest. Because Canelo wasn't the Canelo he is now. So while he drew some money, he wasn't anywhere near what he is now financially. Or he wasn't known nearly as well as he was back then. Right? 2, he's way bigger. Floyd is barely a welterweight. Canelo was 154. So he's fighting a bigger dude that's not nearly as known, that doesn't pay him that much. It was a very risky fight. That same thing when Canelo fought Kovalev and when Canelo fought Triple G, going up. I was like, that's when I gave him you guys are fighting everybody. You want a Floyd masterpiece? Watch him against, yeah. Oh, yeah. Or Arturo Gatti. Canelo should have not engaged and made it a boring fight. He looks silly. That's easy. Errol Spence versus Crawford. I can't think of a more dominant, one-sided 50-50 fight. I mean, yeah, because Tyson Spinks wasn't 50-50. Canelo was nowhere near his prime and was drained at 52. All right, take it easy there, Mr. Mexican Pride. I'm not saying, and it isn't about that. This is the fact that I gave Floyd props for taking that fight. He didn't have to take that fight at all. They weren't even in the same weight division. It was 152, but that's only 2 pounds lower than he normally is at. I mean, it's nothing. Touche. When I first saw that word, I thought it was touch, like touch, because when you fence, I think when you touch somebody, you go touch, and then I thought it was whatever. He was drained 2 pounds. Yeah. All of those fights Canelo had before Mayweather, please. And Canelo's going to retire soon. That MF injured bad. You love yourself some Canelo, huh? What are you going to do when he retires? See, you just made me think of let's order David a meat lover's pizza. E-Rock has not even been in here. I'm telling you, man, people have just been not around. Spill the pinto beans. Wow. That was racist. Even though you're Mexican too, that was racist.
Oh, that's racist.
You thought it was douche? Nah, I know what douche means. I'm surrounded by a lot of douches all the fucking time. Yeah, E-Rock loves Canelo. Does Canelo losing to Bud mess up his legacy? Yes. It doesn't destroy it, but it definitely puts a few dents for sure. I wouldn't say hell. I know there's a quote of Floyd saying, Emmanuel Augustus is my toughest fight. That was before he had a lot of other fights, first off. Secondly, you can't tell me Emmanuel Augustus gave him a harder fight than Maidana did. Even fucking Chop Corley. Castillo, obviously. De La Hoya. Even Cotto. Nah. To me, all those guys were harder than Augustus. Augustus was just harder to maybe figure out. But he wasn't hitting Floyd as much. There's a difference. Like, I can't get this guy out of here. This is tough. As opposed to this guy's clipping me like some funky toenails repeatedly. I got no toenails left. If you say so, sounds like you love you some Canelo. Plot twist. Canelo loses to Bud, but ends up beating Benavidez before he retires. Plot twist. Clarissa gets dementia in her 30s or 40s. Because something's developing for you to say some shit like that. Go get checked, Clarissa. Go get checked. Floyd said he was tricky. MC2 rocker and his right on time is tricky. Tricky. He said Cotto, Shane, Oscar were his toughest fights. Thank you. And that's the truth. I mean, how you don't say Castillo because he beat him. I don't know about Mo. I don't know about Bud. Mo didn't bang a girl close to his camp. You banged a girl close to Canelo's camp? Is that what you're saying? E-Rock is ducking until I move back to Sacramento. Yeah, why don't you guys ever meet up? It's weird. Yeah, Emmanuel Augustus gave Floyd psychological warfare. Floyd stood in the pocket with Canelo. Floyd always stays in the pocket like some car keys. Always. That's the basis of his defensive, of his Floyd shell. Floyd roll, whatever you want to call it. BC Boys number 1 undercarded rap group. They're okay. They have a couple dope songs, but I don't like bump them. Dave banged a Canelo groupie. Side piece. That's your source? Because some girl you banged is what? What's the involvement of her? Close to the camp. What, you know what I'm saying? Like, people say something, but until you break down what exactly did she do, what's her position that makes her close? Because we could break the actual definition of what close means, and it's not close at all. Guadalajara. The Alcoholics, most underrated rap group. The second part of his career, Floyd did start in the pocket. Yeah, he moved a little more as Pretty Boy. David and Canelo are Eskimo brothers. They kiss like this. I'm sure me and E-Rock will kick it at some point. I don't know, man. She knew Canelo in middle school. No, sleep till Brooklyn. Zoo. Nobody went to Brooklyn growing up. I'll tell you right now. If you didn't live in Brooklyn, you didn't go there. Because for what? There he is. There he is. I haven't seen him in like 3 or 4 days. Beastie Boys are not underrated. They sold millions. But meaning, like, they're not considered one of the best rap groups. When people say, well, the best rap groups, they almost never come up because they were kind of like this Tekashi 6ix9ine guy who kind of has a bit of a heavy metal style. He's like heavy metal rap. BC Boys are like rock rap. They were almost like a combination of the two genres. Ward's a secret shoulder injury most of his career. Yeah, okay. Close friends with the fam. Okay. But details I've been told have become facts. Ask E-Rock why he has not been around. E-Rock, why have you not been around? I'm not ducking. I hate when people say Eminem top rapper. He terrible. Nah, he's dope. I don't like him personally. I don't like his voice. There's no bass to his voice, and his beats, for the most part, you can't dance to his shit. But I do appreciate the mastery and the wizardry in his lyrical sandwiches. Tekashi was just biting off Tech-9's swag. I don't even know what Tech-9 is. Tech-9 isn't that like a Cali rapper? BC Boys was influenced a lot of rappers, NWA. You never hear them say that. You never, I don't know if it's a white thing. You never hear any fucking rap group like, yeah, BC Boys influenced me. Never. Almost never. Working? Good for you. Told you before the skull fight he wouldn't throw much because he's injured. But that's not why he didn't throw much. That's not proven yet. He didn't throw much because Skull was running. So I disagree. I disagree with that. We don't know why he didn't throw. He only sold out a lot because he had a white fan base, and that's nah. He was nice with it. Come on. Now you're being racist.
Oh, that's racist.
Come on, I don't like him either, but to say he's not nice with it is ridiculous. Just interested, Marco, trying to get feedback on numbers decrease. Yep. It's me, or was Eminem walking out Bud random as fuck? It was, but then we found out what happened. Look who it is, guys. It's J-Bone Capone Corleone. Never on the phone. Never alone. Always giving ladies the bone. You know J-Bone. Chilling with Two-Tone. All right. Third base was whack. Pop Goes the Weasel was okay. Gasface was okay, but overall, third base was like, I don't know, seeing Search, like especially a young Search, and no disrespect to him because I don't like shitting on people I don't know, but he looked so like a wannabe. Sitting there, he had his hat on, he's like look like a kind of like a doofus, like a white doofus trying to fit in. I don't know. That's what the vibe I got from him. The way he danced too, it was almost like he was doing an In Living Color parody of himself. I'm not denying it. I'm just telling you. It's nice here too. Yeah, I don't like the voice. Hey, I come here. My name is what? My name is Hey, Haley, come over here. My dog, Johnny, good to see you. Eric, what up? Johnny, you got to put a stop to Two-Tone, huh? Spitting bars, Johnny bars. Canelo didn't have it anymore, guys. You guys are falling in love with the fighter. I don't know if he didn't have it anymore. I mean, how's he going to hit a moving target? It's not a fucking... He's not Barry Bonds. How's he supposed to hit fastballs? We support Johnny. They can't say that. Who? Gasface. I thought it was kind of... I mean, it was okay. What, Johnny was somewhere else? He's cheating on me? Bro, I went to a... You think third base is whack? Kind of, yeah. Kind of whack. Pop Goes the Weasel was okay. Gasface was okay. That's probably it. Goes for mine, our goes for mine. Find the promo, eat the green eggs and swine. Get a line on with the hoodie, get a disc of tape of Sam Goody. He's holding a cane with a cigar in his mouth. Come on. Come on. Only white rappers I listen to, Brother Ali. I don't know why a white rapper would call himself Brother Ali, but let's keep going. Evidence of dilated pupils. I've heard of them. Mad Child of Swollen. Swollen Members. Clarissa, you're married. Unbelievable. There was a Hasidic Jewish rapper, man, why he was nice. Well, there was Yahoo. What's his name? Modest Yahoo. He was a Jew, a Hasidic Jewish reggae artist from New York. Raekwon. Didn't third base and Das FX have a probably Das are from, if I'm not mistaken, from Jersey. No. Lords of the Underground are from Jersey. Das, I forget where they're from. They might be Long Island guys. They have cars that drive themselves here. Yeah, we're cooked. If Canelo was washed, these dudes wouldn't be running from him in the ring. Yeah, that's wild, right, CJ? Was going to start listening to white dudes rap again, and then I heard Marco rap and gave up. That's rude. Marco, where were you last night? Date night, sucker fucker. Date night, sucker fucker. Mondays is date night. Canelo isn't washed. How are you washed? But you're undisputed. I don't think he's washed. But, E-Rock, let's be honest. Why you're putting in the orders for the Meat Lovers Pizza? You send one to Vacaville to your front door for Canelo. Let's be real. You also should get a Vacaville Meat Lovers delivered to your doorstep for Canelo. You should. MC Search was that guy, but the Elvis Presley look, but not. Pete Nice was his name. And no, he wasn't. Neither of them were that guy. You remember when Search went solo and did that? And I had the album, of course, and it was okay. He had his own. Actually, when I was in Catskill, 1992, I got that album. I was listening to it that year. Canelo makes more track stars than Jamaica. Why is there a pause? Why pause? That was funny, but why the pause? Bitch ass motherfuckers like me. Marco is busy playing hide the niche. I don't know what that means. Listen to Swole. I am not. You got to stop saying that. You're a married woman. It's very, very disrespectful. He's on a decline, yes. I don't think he's on a decline. Why is he on a decline? Because he was chasing a dude who was floating around like a drone? Like, self-proclaiming. E-Rock, you live near Vaca High. I'm an alumni. Wrestling team legend. Oh, now you're a legend. You went from alumni to legend in the same sentence. Canelo ain't washed. He got the water and soap ready, though. Johnny doesn't take his wife on dates, TV dinners, and a box of wine. Johnny probably has a padlock on his man cave. Like there's literally a padlock outside. Atmosphere? Never heard of him. Did you watch last fight? Canelo is gone, guys. He can beat limited fighters, yes, but not. I don't understand what makes you guys think his last fight. Like, where did you read? Where between the lines did his last fight show that he's washed up? He fought somebody who wasn't engaging at all. I don't get it. Broner's biggest moment was being teabagged by Madonna. That's Eon's king? I don't get it. Madonna and Broner hung out? Oh, Madonna. Wow, I am out of it. Teabagged. He didn't get teabagged. They pretended to bang each other up the culito, but nobody got teabagged. They both pretended to bang each other up the culito. Broner initiated the culito slaying. And then Maidana decided to give him back little Argentinian colito bashing. TJ dates his girlfriends at the dinner area of the retirement home. I don't know if Canelo on a decline. Either he beat the brakes off Berlango and Munguia. Thank you. Mexican ginger hate on the rise. That's a fact. Getting this guy Meat Lovers Deluxe and a large Haterade. What up? Why do you think we're talking about Broner? I'll give you a hint. Beep, 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 beep. That's Alberto's favorite boxing history. You keep saying his name, he's going to come up. He wanted Meat Lovers with heavy meat attached. I definitely ruffled Eon's feathers with that one. Yayan. Yoyan. His motivation, Canelo will not hunt anymore. I don't see that. I do not see him declining at all. But what the fuck do I know? What the fuck is a huckleberry cobbler? What the fuck is that? Huckleberry cobbler? Kind of tastes like bitter blueberries. Like sour blueberries, that's what it tastes like. Johnny, are you able to brush those hair implants like Broner, or are they fragile? Yo, Johnny might have implants. That shit is too straight, right? Johnny might have implants. Johnny, be real. Be real, Johnny. Johnny, have you been to Turkey? Not Al Sheikh, the country. Are those hairs, is that real? What up, Shane? You bitch. I've seen those in Finnaby. Canelo doesn't have the same drive. He sleeps. Maybe. Oh, yeah, I uploaded my full fight. Anybody wants to check it out? Marco, you care? Drop the link. Sure, go ahead. These bigger guys are running how Canelo the rabbit is hunting. True. Canelo's recent interview about not fighting Benavidez was ridiculous. We want Canelo fans to... Wait, what recent interview? He had another one? What did he say? Are y'all saying Johnny's hairline is sponsored by Sharpie? No. We're saying it's sponsored by Dr. Sharpie. The Turkish Dr. Sharpie. Watch Chavez hunting Camacho. Watch Trinidad hunting Camacho. Those guys are special hunters. He still couldn't catch Camacho. Neither of them could knock or stop Camacho. So they couldn't. Camacho has never been knocked out. I'm not even sure. I think he only went down once in his career. He's never been stopped. So what are we talking about? Canelo a businessman. Now it's a problem. I'm okay with him doing it. He's earned the right with his bitch ass. No, he's earned the right. He has earned it. He has earned the right to pick and choose. Johnny, you have to understand, the shit is too low. It's like you have eyebrow, then you have a quarter of an inch, then your hairline's like this. Looks like you're wearing a Scully. And it's too low. And it's too straight. It's straight. Perfectly. There's no... Perfect. I'm just saying. I get the community's concern. We got to do a Shane. We got to maybe somebody could pull on it. We'll see what happens. She'll start coming out. Each one will start popping out. Canelo should just send Benavidez a 9D10 contract with a rehydration clause. They want the smaller, shorter Canelo to always chase these giants. The giant that was in his weight class for like 4 years, that giant? Oh. Johnny got the Mexican head Edgar haircut. Nah, even Edgar has a slight curve. Johnny's shit is just like, oosh. Like, straight. I don't know, but it's mad straight, Johnny. I'm telling you, you can do Olympic tightrope on that shit. But they took chances and were counted. Canelo did not take chances. I thought he did what he could. Two-head. Johnny is going to ask his barber to go a little higher next time. Good day, mate. Adrian, what up? NY. What's in NY? Johnny gets his shit lined up weekly like a G. Nah, I can't agree with that. Canelo been fighting big dudes his whole career, but he know David is too big along with his skills. Any chance you'll drop a link for this one? Nah, not this one. Jose and I used to Vic stick flour back in. Vic stick flour? What the fuck does that mean? I guess so. No one wants to hear you. Oh, damn. Why you... Eric, what's the deal? Why don't you like the Australian buddy? July 12th, a movie. Florida boys going NY. What's happening on July 12th? Notice how DB always shouts me in his press conference. Exactly. Canelo did what he could. His skills have fallen. I didn't see that, but Johnny, that's what happens when you are on a channel where almost everyone lost their hairline. That's true. That's true. Canelo would have beat David 4 years ago with a hydration clause. That ship has sailed. Puñeta. Shakur. Why are you asking if Johnny will be there, though, for the Shakur fight? That's why I was confused. I thought it was some, like, border war shit or something you guys were talking about. I'm Shannon Briggs' opponent July 1st, since they won't announce it. They're still trying to get one, probably. But who? 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 Ryan Boo Boo Andrade Frazier has a hairline. He does look like Boo Boo. He's such a quiet, well-mannered Canadian fella. So can't believe we haven't heard Briggs. That's not happening. Rampage is fighting some other MMA guy. Mercer only does shit when he gets paid, but he told me, he's like, he really likes my shit, so he'll do it for free. Championship, though, take chances like Leonard did against Norris and Howard and Mugabe. I don't know. Shannon Briggs, yeah, he's fighting. I might be a part of it. He said he would try and get me in, but I've heard that so many times by people. Would you fight Briggs for $100? No. $100. I wouldn't fight any of you guys for $100. I wouldn't even fight Alberto for $100. Who wins right now? Briggs versus Tyson. Briggs. That Tyson that fought Jake Paul, anybody will beat him. He has no legs. Now, if his knee is better, I don't need the money that bad. $100 won't do shit. Won't do shit. Look at the Shane got me this shirt. Look at that one. Boom. What you guys know about that? That's the shirt Shane got me. One of them. That might be the dopest. It's the simplest one, but dope. Sugar Shane. Oops. Hold on. Wifey. Wifey called, but I'll tell you one thing about Connecticut reception. If you have AT&T, it's awful reception. Never works. Text me. You were cutting out. My bad, people. I don't know what mom wants. Nah, I ain't no damn trouble. Get out of here. Oh wow, man, I'm a pimp, player, hustler. These girls don't tell me what to do. I tell the bitches what to do. I crack the whip with these bitches. This shit is my house. I pay these bills. Not lately. But I used to pay these bills. She can't tell me what to do. All right. Did you tell Shane that you always hate on Hagler? Best fight. What's his best fight? Y'all offering Marco money. His son makes aluminum cans to fight. Yo, we went the other day. He made like $40 off it was bottles and cans. He made like $40. That's pretty good. What up, Malachi? AB, I ain't made no money. Marco a mandolin. I can see it. A mandolin. I don't know what a mandolin is. Now that's how you make her adjust. Psst. She heard me. She was cowering in fear. You can't wear a Hagler t-shirt. I actually did think he beat Sugar. See, if you would have been down with us watching that we all watched that fight together. I gave it to Hagler. So, whoop, there it is. Yeah, I guess I'm whipped. She bullies me. Anybody in here, though, who has a woman who we all get bullied. By being bullied is they'll control us because when they get mad, they have more stamina. It lasts longer. We don't want to deal with them being mad. So that, in effect, we won't speak or do what we really feel because we just want them to stop. And yeah, she bullies me. Hell yeah, when she wants something, you think I wanted to move to Connecticut? But look where I am now. She bullied me. They'll cry in your face, or they'll, make you feel bad, or they'll be mad, or they'll show you all the reasons why, you're not supporting what they want, blah, blah, blah. All women bully their men to some point. Can I walk to get Nova? Not really. Okay, then I guess I gotta go get Nova now. Then I gotta leave now. Hold on a second. Let me call her. Then I gotta get off this phone right now. She wants me to go pick up my daughter. Hold on a second, people. Talk amongst yourselves. And no, Clarissa, I'd rather be in New York. All right, guys, I gotta go fucking pick up my daughter. Gotta go speed walk to this goddamn bus stop. So I'll catch you guys tonight. That's annoying now. Now I'm annoyed. I'm going to put belt to ass when she gets home. She got me mad. You guys heard I was like, okay, sorry, bye. I'll get right on it. And I got to go. All right, guys. I'll peep you guys tonight, 10 p.m. Peace.